So hi, I'm Rosanna Ginha from IT2103. So welcome to my channel. So from this activity, rather vlog, we have to do a tutorial vlog. So this from this chapter 3, which is the network protocols and communications. So in this vlog, in this chapter, we have to answer all of the activities that we have here in chapter 3. So, let's browse. So, we have here the communication fundamentals. As we can see here, we have here the message going to the signal, which is the transmitter, then the transmission medium, then the signal again for the receiver, then the message of the message destination. We have here the rules and establishments, message encoding, message formatting and encapsulation, the message size. So in the message timing, we have here the access method, the flow control, the response timeout. From the rules and govern communications, so you can see here we have the protocol suite, content layers, so from the protocol interaction, so we have here the HTTP. Also, the HTTP is an application protocol that governs the way a web server and a web client interacts. And the next one is the TCP. So TCP is a transport protocol that manages the individual conversations. The next one is the IP. So IP is responsible for taking the formatted segments for TCP and encapsulating them into packets, assigning them the appropriate address, and delivering them to a destination host. Then the last one is the Ethernet. So here, we have here an activity. So this activity titled Protocols and Layers. So the instruction drag the protocol or standard to the TCP IP layer name as describe. So for the application, which is so let's start here. We have to drag the protocol standard from this application, transport, internet, and that. So from the application, we have here the POP. We have here the IMAP, the SMTP, the boot TP, this one, the DNS, the ICMP, and the DHCP. So rather, this is wrong. Then the right one here is the HTTP and the FTP. So for the transport, we have the so from the transport, we have the TCP and the UDP. So from this one, which is internet, we have the OSPF, the IP, the ICMP, CMP, then the EIGRP. For the last one, this is the interface drivers and the Ethernet. So let's check. So all of our answers are correct. So let's proceed to the next. So in an open standardization, so open standard encourage interoperability, competition, and innovation, so they also guarantee that no single company product can monopolize the market or have an unfair advantage over its competition. So it is a good example of this. When purchasing wireless router for the home, there are many different choices available from a variety of vendors. So from the internet standards, so we have here the ISOC or the ISO or the what's we called Internet Society. So Internet Society is responsible for promoting the open development and evolution of Internet use throughout the world. The next one is the Internet Architecture Board or the IAB. So the IAB is responsible for the overall management and development of Internet standards. The third one is the Internet Engineering Task Force, which is IETF. So they are the developers and that updates and maintains Internet TCP/IP technologies. So this includes the process and documents for developing new protocols and updating existing protocols known as the request comments. Then so in here, or rather not that. So the benefits of using a layered model. So what is the benefits of using a layered model? So the benefits of that layered model is when we are assisting in protocol design, the protocols that operate a specific layer have defined information so that they act upon a defined interface to the layers above and below. Then they are preventing technology or capability changes in one layer from affecting other layers above and below us. Then from the OSI reference, whereas the TCP/IP model layers are referred to only by name, the 7 OSI model layers are more often referred to by a number rather than by name. For instance, the physical layer is referred to as a layer 1 of the OSI model. So let's proceed to this activity. So as we can see here, we have already answered this part, this activity, that activity part known as layer function. So from these layers, so this is the layers, and then this is the functions or the description of the OSI layer. So from these segments, transfer and assembles data. So this is a transport. Then the second one is exchange frames between devices. So this is a data link. So the third one is contains protocol is for process-to-process communication, which is this is for the application, and it provides data of path or route of a path or route. So this is a for the network. Then the next one is the bit transmission, which is the physical. So I think that's all for this chapter 3. Thank you for watching.